Hello, everybody. My name's Chachi. Welcome back to Honorable Opinion. Today, going to be doing a solo. Tom's kind of caught in a storm in Atlanta, down in that area of Florida. They're getting like a really rough hurricane everyone saw. Prayers up for Tom. Everything's okay so far. I've kept contact with him. So, we're going to go over week 3 of the season. Sorry it's so late. It's Friday with this when it's coming out. If I look like I haven't slept much, I haven't. But it's gonna be good to talk about these games. Let's start off with the Thursday night. I'm not sure if me and Tom covered that in the last video because I'm pretty sure we recorded it after this game. But the Patriots at Jets. The Jets won 24-3. I thought Aaron Rodgers looked really good. I think the Patriots have a big problem with scoring. Their defense is pretty good, but scoring they can't score. Aaron Rodgers looked vintage Aaron Rodgers, even to the point throwing to Allen Lazard. I love Brendan Allen. I like what he gives them, Brendan Allen. I liked him at Wisconsin. I think I said something in our draft preview show. I think the Jets could be a good team. I think there's still some flaws there. The line's not the best. They can be had. I don't think they're like an elite team yet. To be fair, too, it's only week 3, so I'm going to be very cautious with everyone. But as far as the Patriots, like I said, they need to learn how to score. I would start Drake May just because you gotta get the young guys some experience. If not, though, it's okay. Jacoby Brissett's a solid player. They just got to take more chances. I think their offense is too vanilla. You're not going to win playing like that a lot of games. You're really not. But overall, love their defense. Very solid. The Patriots defense like it a lot. Offensively, it's just like last year. They just leave a lot to be desired. They're a very vanilla team. Run the ball, throw when they have to. You're not going to win against a team that scores more than 20 points doing that. Jets. Aaron looks healthy. Was in rhythm. Played well. But like I said, Christian Gonzalez, I just want to give one more. I'm going to give him credit on the Patriots. He's a very good player. Great throw by Aaron there, too, to Garrett Wilson for the touchdown. Couldn't have put it any better. But Jets look like they're on the up and up. We'll see. And Sauce Gardner looked good. His tackling, who knows, still may be an issue. Next game we're going to go over is the Giants at the Browns. Giants win 21-15. I watched some of this game. A fairly decent amount of this game. The Giants, they look decent. Malik Neighbors really came out, scored 2 touchdowns. The guy's a stud. Really like him a lot. The Browns still offensively are up and down. Defense is still pretty good, but overall they're just a meh team right now. I think they're trying to find their footing with everything. They're kind of lost their running game right now. I think Chubb's not 100%. He's not really back yet. Using Ford, and he's a solid player, but he's not the impact. Hopefully, Chubb can get back to the way he was before his injuries. But Deshaun Watson, I'm really not. Still don't think he's the answer right now. He's really not playing that well. Definitely playing better than he did a couple weeks ago, but hopefully he can keep improving because they're not there right now. And the Giants, they played the game already. We'll go into that one. I'll go over that one. I think we're going to do that at the end. The Thursday nighter. Daniel Jones is just okay. He's not going to win you games and situations when you need him to. He settles for a lot of field goals. He doesn't really cap off drives. You can't do that in this league. And they really are missing Saquon because Singletary's got a fumbling issue. Defensively, they're pretty solid. But overall, both these teams, I'm not seeing much right now. We'll see if they get better. Cleveland at least has a lot of core players on their defense that could show up if Deshaun Watson can ever find that spark from before. From before when he was on the Texans, they could be a really threatening team. But right now, I mean, they have a mid quarterback, and their defense really has to carry them. Next game, we have the Bears at the Colts. The Colts win the game 21-16. For the Bears, their line is not the best, and Caleb Williams is trying a little too hard. He's trying to make both these quarterbacks. These young quarterbacks are trying to make the home run plays too much. Anthony Richardson had a terrible interception in the red zone. I don't know what he was doing. He could have just threw the ball away and hit the field goal. And Caleb, I like him, like I said, but he's trying to make too many plays. Sometimes you got to take what they give you. The Bears' defense, though, has been outstanding. Same thing the Colts. They've actually played pretty well, too. But especially the Bears. The Bears' defense looks really good. I think they're going to be a top 10 defense. Offensively, though, they have a lot of gelling to do. I mean, it's a rookie quarterback. I'm not going to get too hard on him. Caleb's going to make plays, and he's going to make mistakes. It is what it is. They're putting a lot on his shoulders. Same thing. Anthony Richardson, just a little inaccurate. It's going to hurt you sometimes. In this game, they ended up pulling it out, but he just has to be a little more accurate with his passes. Kind of hit or miss. I still see the potential in him. I love the way he makes plays with his legs. Both these quarterbacks, I think, have really high ceilings. I think there's more bust potential with Richardson, even though I really like him. Caleb's probably going to be solid either way. He's going to get his shot, right, more than and Anthony too. So I think there's optimism with both these guys. I think they're learning. Sometimes the learning curve with young quarterbacks, it's hard as a fan base. You got to see a lot of interceptions and turnovers. But overall, I like what both these teams are going. I think the Bears are still got a lot of losing. It's going to be there for them. It's going to be rough. The Colts, I think they can win some games in this division. Jaguars are there. They're not. I think they're going to be in the race for a while. Now we're going to go into one of the surprising teams and one of the surprising scores. Both these teams seem to be pretty good. We got the Texans at the Vikings. Vikings won 34-7. Oh man, Sam Darnold having a renaissance of his career. I think he's a very solid player. I think he's showing that. I think all his starts he's had in his career helped. He's finally in a stable team with a really good defense. The Vikings defense is really good. Brian Flores is doing a terrific job mixing up zone and man and just playing cover 3 smart defenses. Very good coach. Texans, they just had a rough game. It was a buzzsaw. They went into the Vikings. They've been rolling. Offense really couldn't get anything going. Defense had trouble stopping the play action pass, and they were running the ball pretty well to the Vikings. Just overall, Vikings look like a really solid team. We'll see if they keep it up. Like I said, it's week 3. It's kind of weird to be peaking this early, but we'll see. It was overall, Vikings look like a really solid team. Sam Darnold, I think they're going to be okay for this season. J.J. McCarthy supposedly is the guy next year, but I mean, what do you do if Sam has a great season? We'll see. But Vikings, great job. Texans, I think they're going to be fine. They got C.J. Stroud. They have a lot of new pieces on offense and defense that need to gel, so I think they're going to only get better. They'll be fine. Next game, we got the Eagles at the Saints. This game was a defensive slugfest. Eagles win 15-12. Saquon Barkley looks like a great signing by them. He has really had 3 terrific games, every game making plays. Jalen Hurts looks a little off, but I also think, don't be hard on him. The guy's doing a lot. Throws some interceptions. He's still, if you watch the game, he's doing solid. He's going to be fine, I think. I mean, he is what he is. He's a very solid player. I really like him. As for the Saints, Derek Carr kind of came down to earth. He is who he is. I mean, the Saints did have a lot of injuries, though. I think Taysom Hill being healthy for this game would have helped them. I still like the Saints because of their defense. It's going to be good all year. It always is. Honey Badger, Chase Young, Jordan, the linebacker. I mean, they're just a solid defense. They really are. Lattimore, it's a good team. I wouldn't for both teams. I think they're both going to be solid. As long as these defenses stay playing well, especially for the Eagles. That was their Achilles heel last year. If the defense stays playing fairly decently, they're going to be a solid team. Saints, you have a good defense. Lean on them. Defensive running game with Kamara. Just a little Carr. Sorry. Still waking up. Don't lean on Carr too much. I like him, but he's just an okay quarterback. You got to lean on him to win. That's a mistake. The next game we got the Chargers at the Steelers. Steelers went 20-10 over the Chargers. Justin Herbert didn't look right for this game. He really was kind of stumbling against that defense. You don't want to hobble quarterback. They beat him up, knocked him out of the game, and after that happened, you knew it was over. The Steelers were really solid. Justin Fields does not turn the ball over. He's getting first downs. He's getting them in the red zone. He's doing a really good job of ball control, making the throws when he has to. Made that big one to Austin for a touchdown to really end the game. With that defense and him at quarterback, this could be a very good team. And I'm a Ravens fan. I think they could be very complete. You have to beat them. They're not going to give you a game, so you're going to have to go take it from them. Now, do I think I would like to see them when they have to play a team that scores on them, because then it's like now you have to score. I think they might have an issue there, because I still think Justin's really good player, but I don't know about great. I think he's a really good player. We'll see. He might be. He's never had this kind of help, and he's never had this kind of organizational stability, so I hope he is great. Love the guy. Nothing but love for the Steelers. You know me. I'm not one of them Raven fans. I got love for them. They've made our team, the Ravens, the team I watch, as better because they had to play them all the time. Mike Tomlin's a hell of a coach. They'll never have a losing record. I knew that wasn't going to happen. So, I think this though is different from the other years. I think if right now, again, week 3, we'll see how it goes. People get hurt. Maybe Justin Fields regresses. I don't know. But if they keep playing like this, they're going to be tough. And they can win in the playoffs because they're going to make you beat them. And that's always how you want your team to be. Run the ball, play defense. That's the thing. Mike Tomlin's going to play his game. You have to beat him. And with that defense, it's going to be tough. Chargers, I think you're going to be okay. JK, keep continuing to hustle, man. comeback year. Ewing Gus going to kick butt. They just got to get Herbert healthy. That's really it. I think they'll be a solid team this year. I really do. So we'll see how that goes. The surprise of the day is our next game. Broncos at Buccaneers. The Buccaneers are 2-0, looking great. Baker Mayfield. Broncos with 26-7. Lost in all their struggles on offense. The Broncos defense has been tremendous this season. 2 good corners. Really good up front. Oh, man, they've been terrific. The offense has also been solid running the ball. Bo Nix controlled the ball for, like I said, young quarterbacks are going to make mistakes. Bo Nix making plays too, though. Played great. Defense stymied Baker Mayfield. Was on fire. The offense was on fire. 2 good receivers. Patrick Surtain Jr. Jr. He's been terrific. He's been great. Pat the second, as they call him. Guy's been great. He's always good. You don't hear about him. You know he's a good corner. Nothing. Just no one throws at him. Mike Evans, where'd you go? We didn't see you, buddy. It was great. Baker Mayfield, still a great player. I think he's really got a renaissance of his career. I think he's going to be tough all the time. Good player. Got nothing but love for him. Buccaneers are going to be fine. They were playing with house money. They're playing way better than people even thought they were going to play. And the Broncos, I think you got a good future. I like Bo Nix. Give him time. Give him at least 3 years. The guys, no touchdown passes, got it. But the guys, they're playing good ball control offense. They're doing great. I think this is the kind of guy that Sean Payton wants. So I think both these teams will be okay. If I was a Broncos fan, I'd be excited. You might lose some games, but you're going to win some like this that are going to be very, very unexpected and very cool to watch. And you know what? They have the roster on defense. If Bo Nix jumps early, like takes a big leap early during this season, because remember, week 3, we have a long way to go. I don't mean to emphasize that, but we got to calm down with our takes sometimes on these teams. They aren't even near what they're going to be. They could take a big leap. If he gets better and better and better, the team's going to be harder and harder to play because that defense is going to keep gelling and get even better. Injuries withheld, you never know about that, but I think both these teams still going to be solid. Buccaneers are in a very winnable division, so we'll see how it goes. Next game, we got the Packers at the Titans. Packers won 30-14. The way Matt LaFleur and that team has come behind Malik Willis, set up game plans, used him to his best abilities, and the guy has showed up. We got to give him credit. The dude's talent is there. He can run. He can throw. Yes, are you going to give him a ton of stuff? He just got on a team. You can't throw the whole playbook at him. You're running the plays for him. You're setting him up for success. The guy's making plays. Titans, I don't know why you got rid of him. I get it. You wanted to go full in on Will Levis, but you might have made a mistake because that guy is too turnover prone. I said it last year. I wasn't the biggest fan of Will Levis. I hope I'm wrong. I like him. I like everybody. I want everyone to succeed, but the guy's too turnover prone. He's not super athletic. He just makes bad decisions. Every week there's one, and I am glad they went all in. I would still give him this year to see what he's got. But go all in, give him the chance. If he doesn't make it, it's okay. You can draft another guy, whatever. I do like that about it. Hopefully Will gets better. Again, week 3, guy can become a monster. He can always improve. You can always get better. And I love that they're giving him a shot. I really do. As for the Packers, hey, Jordan Love's not even back. Your team's gelling on defense. McKinney's been a monster. That defense looks great. I think they're going to be a powerhouse by the end of the year. I said that. I think this only helps their team because now they're not even scared if their starting QB gets hurt. They just turn into a running team with a great backup quarterback. Got a great starter with a really solid backup. Sorry, I said great backup. I mean, from a backup standpoint, he is. But yeah, they'll be fine. Josh Jacobs is only going to get better. He's a big boy. Gets more carries, gets better. He's really gelling with the team. Receiving core, Reed, they use him great. They have a lot of weapons there. We know that. It just looking good. They're looking good. Here was the surprise of the day. Panthers at Raiders. You see it on your screen. Panthers 36-22. So after beating my Ravens, the Raiders just had an awful home game. They get beat by Andy Dalton, the Red Rifle, in his debut for him. Looking bad for Bryce Young. But to be fair, Andy's seen it all. So this makes sense. They kind of a trap game for him. Everyone's saying how bad the Panthers are. They come out and play great. Their defense wasn't playing well either, but they just showed up too. It kind of gave them a shot in the arm. So I think Canales did the right thing. I think for everybody, even Bryce, give him a little break. I think Bryce will still be okay. I don't know if it's going to be on the Panthers, but I think he'll be okay in his future. I think he'll have a shot. Does that mean he'll succeed? No. As for the Raiders, I don't know what happened. Their defense really I was disappointed. They're a solid defense. I don't know what happened. They really did solid against the Ravens. I mean, it says more about the Ravens, but I think they'll bounce back. They're going to kind of be an up and down team all year, though, because with Gardner, you kind of have peaks and valleys. If their defense doesn't show up, they really don't have a shot. For the Panthers, I don't know what we got here. Their offensive juggernaut last week. They were terrible 2 weeks before. I think it will catch up, though. They're going to figure out Andy Dalton because it's Andy Dalton. You're going to figure. I like him. Good backup. Was a solid starter, but he's so old now. I don't think that's going to matter. Panthers fans, though, gives you something to watch now. Maybe you get some guys developing. Maybe he'll dish the ball out a little better, give people a chance to make plays. Chuba Hubbard's a solid player. Defense has a lot of solid young pieces. Clowney, love you, buddy. Keep kicking butt over there. But, yeah, I think overall the Raiders, it's going to be a weird team this year. I think they're going to upset some teams, and they're going to lose some games where you're like, what are you doing? Next game, we got the Dolphins at the Seahawks. You really could see in this game, Seahawks win 24-3. Tough environment for a young quarterback to go to Seattle and have to play. That was rough for Thompson. I think I would give him a couple more games before I fully judge him. I do think it's a problem, though. Tua is a very good quarterback, and you're going to lose him for a long time. They're going to take a while to gel. Maybe they can pick up a veteran free agent out there, or maybe trade for like a Flacco or somebody of that nature, because he has a big arm. It's a lot of deep threats, but Miami's just in a bind right now. A talented team without a quarterback, it's rough, and you lose them. As for Mike McDonald, he's doing a great job. They haven't played a lot of their schedule's been very easy, but they've played great on defense, and that's a staple of his. And he's blitzing while he's doing his thing. I think he's a great coach. Wouldn't mind if the Ravens kept him, but I get it. You got to go do your own thing, and you got to love that home field. Man, it's a great idea going up there. Gino's playing solid. As long as he plays solid, he's like Derek Carr. As long as he plays solid, they have a shot. Can you consistently rely on that? No. They have good receiving core. They got a good running back when he's healthy. Walker, he was hurt for this one, I believe. But I like what Saddle's doing. I always love that coach. Great guy. But keep it going on. Dolphins, if I'm a fan, I remain optimistic. It's not going to... I knew this first game... I'm not even a Dolphins fan. Knew this first game was going to be rough. It's in Seattle. They're playing great on defense. And more importantly, this is his first start. That's rough. That man hasn't played since a playoff game 2 years ago. Anyway, just give him a couple games, then figure out if you need another quarterback. Let him gel. Let him get used to everybody. He might be good. You never know. All right, next game, we have the Lions. Oh, by the way, they signed Snoop, so maybe he'll play. Snoop Jackson, my man. Tyler Huntley from the Ravens practice squad. Maybe he'll play. Always love that guy. I'll be rooting for him if he does play. Next game, we have the Lions at the Cardinals. Lions win 20-13 over the Cardinals. Lions, tough team, win close games. I think they're still solid. I think it's the same rhetoric from last time. I think good team. Jared Goff kind of has a ceiling, but he also is a really solid quarterback. So, I mean, you could have worse. Just can't rely on him all the time to win you games, but he's a very good quarterback. You do a lot worse than him. I think that team's very solid. I think they're going to be there in the end, honestly. Still would take the pack over them. I think they're my pick. I think I said that. They would be my pick for that division. The Cardinals, they're young. They have their peaks and valleys on offense. I still like Kyler. I'm not going to lie. He's still a very good quarterback. And Marvin Harrison Jr., another touchdown. The guy's going to be a stud. Defensively, there's a little bit of a weakness there for this team. They got to gel a lot of young guys. Buda Baker's a solid player, but besides that, they're really lacking a lot of talent there. Give them time. Give them a couple of years. We'll see where they're at. Here's the game I watched exclusively. Ravens at the Cowboys. Ravens win 28-25. So the Cowboys, we'll talk about the Thursday night game. They kind of addressed it, but in this game, they could not stop the run. The Ravens came out running the ball. Derrick Henry had like 160 yards or whatever rushing, and receiving combined almost 200. Lamar had a good rushing game, threw the ball pretty accurately, but people were wide open. They had a great game plan. They ran the ball all over them. Get up 28-6. Then the Ravens do what they always do. They give up a bunch of points. Let the team. To be fair, in this one, the Cowboys got the onside kick, which Zay messed up. I don't know what he was doing. It's fine. I mean, people mess up. It's okay. But it was really just everything went right and almost brought them back. But they need to learn how to close these games. You guys can't keep letting teams come back. Lamar wasn't even on the field. You didn't see the offense for 10 minutes of this game. The time they came back, it was 28-18. So it was a whole mess. And they have Aubrey's a heck of a kicker. Justin Tucker's becoming a problem. You can't be missing field goals, buddy. He's missing 46 yarders. Brandon Aubrey's probably the best kicker in football. He's hitting 68 6-yarders like it's nothing. Guys, 65 yarders like it's nothing. Guys, tremendous kicker. Cowboys though, they have a lot of problems. They're gonna have to really get better. They're a good team. They need a lot of changes. They just have to play better on defense, which they improved. We'll talk about it on Thursday night game. And on offense, they're solid. They just have to get a little bit of a running game. They're kind of unbalanced right now. Zeke's old. They got young guys playing. Well, I think they're going to be okay, though. CeeDee Lamb had a little bit of a meltdown, but he even said he messed up. I think he's going to be fine. He's a legend. He'll get better. Okay, I understand that. I wouldn't worry about him. But either way, Ravens got Buffalo next. That's going to be tough. We'll talk about them. We'll see how far they go. Long season to go for both these teams. I think they're both going to improve and get better. But Ravens won the game 28-25. Justin Tucker, I think he will come back and be fine. He just needs to go back to the lab, practice a little bit. Cowboys, you guys will be fine too. Next game, 49ers at the Rams. 49ers 24, Rams 27. Rams won 27-24. I think the Rams just a tough team. Sean McVay's a heck of a coach. 49ers, the C-Mac thing's going to hurt them for a while. They need him back. He is a really, really good running back. Could have argued MVP last year, and after seeing a specialist, he's going to miss a couple more, so you ain't going to see him. So it's going to be interesting. Their team's really talented, but Brock Purdy's still playing well. Big fan, dude's playing well. Like I said, I just don't think he's like the elite, but he is still a really good quarterback. No hate on Brock Purdy. Juwan Jennings, love him. I've said it before. Guy's a stud. He's really making plays. All that crap where people were talking to him earlier before the season started. He's really good, guys. Stop. You're just hating. Swiss Army knife, man. Rams, like I said, Stafford's always going to keep you in the games. They got dealing with some injuries and still come out with a victory. Divisional game, played tough, got the win. I think they're going to be there in the end. People are going to get healthy. Puanuka, Cooper Kupp, they're going to reload. As long as they can stay afloat until then. They are missing Aaron Donald, but still very solid defense. They're coaching them up good. Okay, Chiefs at Falcons. Chiefs win 22-17. This game was really good. Kirk Cousins kind of just up and down, but the Chiefs' defense is really good. Atlanta's got a really good defense, though. Had some picks. Justin Simmons got him again. Mahomes looks a little shaky, but that, again, good coaching, good team. Makes the plays when you have to. I do think the officiating with them is ridiculous. I mean, that was PI. I don't know what that was. You gave them the call against the Bengals last week. You don't give them the call here. We didn't get into that because I was trying to keep... I thought that was actually a good call last week in the Bengal game. I thought it was close. I think at normal time, it's amazing that you made that call, but fair. But if that was, then that definitely was, okay? And I just don't get how you get that call in Atlanta. Atlanta doesn't get that call. I don't know. Very weird. The refs are kind of weird. I definitely don't think they're just doing it for the Chiefs. I just think the officiating's kind of all over the place in these games. It's really weird. There's no, like, definite standards set to when we call stuff, which is really weird. Okay, now we go to the two Monday Nighters. But overall, I just want to say the Chiefs are a tough team. You're going to have to beat them. Falcons, I think you're going to be fine. Guys are loaded. Good running game. As long as Kirk plays solid, you win. He's really the barometer. If he doesn't have a good game, and I think he's only going to get better because his Achilles is going to heal. Now we go to the Monday Nighters. Here we go. Two Monday Nighters. And both of them were, well, I'm not going to say good, but both of them did a good job. Here we go. So we got the Jaguars at the Bills. Jaguars lose 47. Bills win 47-10. Josh Allen looks really good. It does look like they have a little more camaraderie now that they got rid of Diggs, even though I think it worked out for everybody. Jaguars look like a mess, though. I can't take much from this. I think Buffalo's a really good team. I'm not even going to say they're peaking yet because that's just a bad team they played, even though they beat the crap out of them. This was nothing. I mean, Josh Allen was done in halftime. It was good. The Jaguars, they're a mess. I don't know what to say. People could get fired. Their coach, Trevor Lawrence, is regressing, in my opinion, or at least not progressing. The guy he looks like he paid a lemon right here. He's not doing anything for me. The guy's just kind of meh. That pick he threw to DeMar Hamlin was terrible. High. Just awful. Just terrible. Bills are going to be tough. Bills at Ravens. It's going to be a good game. Definitely fun to watch. I don't think the Ravens are going to have a rough time. I think the Ravens, because they're home, might be able to beat them. We're foreshadowing for this weekend's games, but just saying, it's going to be a good game. I really do think that, but the Bills look tough. Again, like with the other teams, 3-0 beginning of the season. I don't hope they aren't peaking too early. You don't want to show everything and then have people figure out, and you're kind of like, because still, Shakir is really good. I think that's his name. Really good. Number 10 for them. Really know how to use him well. Quick dude. Great job. Josh Allen. I never had a problem with him. Does he turn the ball over sometimes? Yeah. But he's a great player. I mean, what are we doing? You can't hate on these great players. And we're going to get into that in our next game. The other Monday Nighter was really a coming out party for Jaden Daniels. Washington 30 at the Bengals. The Washington Commanders win 38-33 at Cincinnati, which is impressive. Joe Burrow played well in this game, but Jaden Daniels played incredible. He 91% completion percentage is an NFL record for a rookie, and more importantly, the throws he made at the end to win this game, the fourth downs he converted, he was making some tough throws. It isn't like he was throwing screen passes and all this stuff. He was throwing the last one to McLaurin right over the right shoulder, outside where the defender can do anything. Dropped it in a bucket. The guy looks very good, tremendous. But I think the Commanders have their guy again, young quarterback. He might have a bad game coming up. Don't get on him too hard. First season, let him learn. But they look really solid. Defense has some players on it. That line. Bengals, I don't know what's going on. You guys just always start off a little stale. I think they're right to ship to a point. I don't know if they're going to make the playoffs, but they're going to be. They're not going to be a team you want to play because Burrow's playing well. I think the contract thing with Chase kind of wasn't smart by them either. You should have paid him, but I think they're going to be fine. It's just going down 0-3 that was hard to come back from. Geno Stone actually flashed a little bit. I just want to give love to the former Raven guys. Looking good. Him and Patrick Queen look like they're fine in their new homes. I just feel bad that their team's 0-3. I think they're a lot better than that. I think they could have won the Chiefs game. They could have won this one. But I think the Bengals aren't going to be terrible, okay? I think your guys are going to win some games. As for the Commanders, geez, they got their guy. And just let them play. Let them make mistakes. Let them get better. I love where they're going. Now, we're going to get in the one from this week that I was talking about because that's why I didn't want to hammer the Cowboys too hard. They really did make some adjustments in this game. I watched it last night. So, Cowboys won the opener on Thursday night of this week. 20-15 is the last one we're going to talk about. Dak looked solid. CD really came back and had a solid game. Had a touchdown. Looked good. Malik Neighbors made some plays, got hurt. Hopefully he's okay. Giants, like I said, Daniel Jones got to put the ball in the end zone. They just kept getting down the field. That's where they missed Saquon. Can't get a guy to knock the ball in around there because Singletary's just too small. The Cowboys defense really stepped up, stopped the running game all day. Now it is Singletary from Derrick Henry, which helps, but they made the adjustments. They made the plays. A little afraid of Michael Parsons being hurt. He's big on this team. But I like the adjustments they made. Offensively, I think it's just the Giants need to be given their flowers on defense. They're a good team on defense. They have players. They make plays. Dexter Lawrence, Thibodeau. They're solid secondary. Banks is a really good player, and that's why CD had a great game because that guy is a solid corner. Really impressed by the adjustments they made. We'll see if it keeps going. Dak, I think, is just a solid. He's like Purdy. Him and Purdy are kind of the same for me. They're really solid quarterbacks. They're going to beat you. They get it to their weapons. They're smart. Good throw, good accurate passes most of the time. In fact, Dak's a little safer. Purdy's puts the ball in some questionable areas sometimes. Still like them though. Both of them really good quarterbacks. Anyway, just want to get all that. We got all this slate of games coming up this week. It's going to be fun. We'll talk about them next week. Hopefully Tom's okay. Everybody goes up to him and he can come in next week and talk. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Likes as always are appreciated. As always, Roll Tide.